Did you know that since 1854, the US economy has been in recession almost 15% of the time? That's right. Economic recessions, though they may seem daunting, are a fundamental part of the economic cycle. They represent periods of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced. Understanding these downturns and their place in the grand scheme of things can help us better navigate through tough financial times. So, how do we recognize when an economy is heading into a recession by understanding the signs? The first telltale sign of a recession is a decline in gross domestic product, or GDP. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is GDP? Simply put, it's the total value of everything produced by all the people and companies in a country. It's like a scorecard that tells us how our economy is doing. If the GDP is going up, the economy is in good shape. But if it is going down, that's a bad sign. Now, economies naturally go through ups and downs, but if we see GDP consistently shrinking for 2 or more consecutive quarters, that's a strong indication that we might be heading for a recession. Economists call this negative growth. It's important to remember that while a declining GDP is a significant sign of an economic downturn, it's not the only one. So, declining GDP is a major red flag, but there's more to watch out for. Keep an eye on the job market and your neighbor's spending habits. Rising unemployment and falling consumer spending are the next 2 signs of a looming recession. When businesses start to feel the squeeze of a slowing economy, they often make the difficult decision to cut back on staff. This leads to an increase in the unemployment rate. A higher unemployment rate means fewer people with disposable income, which brings us to our next sign: falling consumer spending. Imagine your neighborhood. You might notice fewer new cars and driveways. Perhaps the line at your favorite coffee shop is shorter in the mornings. These are subtle signs of a decrease in consumer spending. When people are worried about their job security, they tend to tighten their belts, saving rather than spending. Consider the Great Recession of 2008. The unemployment rate jumped from around 5% to over 10% in just 2 years. At the same time, consumer spending saw a sharp decline. People were losing their jobs, and those who were still employed were afraid they might be next. So they held onto their money, contributing to the downward spiral of the economy. These signs are not isolated, they feed off each other, creating a domino effect that can lead to a full-blown recession. So keep your eyes open and take note of the changes happening around you. But wait, before we continue, if you're finding this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more insightful content. The stock market doesn't like uncertainty, and neither do central banks. Stock market volatility and tightened monetary policy are our final 2 signs of a recession. One of the most glaring indicators of an impending recession is increased volatility in the stock market. When the market starts behaving like a roller coaster, with significant swings in prices, it's often a sign of investor uncertainty and fear. Investors start to sell off their shares, which can trigger a downward spiral in stock prices. This erratic behavior in the stock market can be a precursor to more widespread economic trouble. It may not be the cause of a recession, but it certainly offers a clear heads-up that one might be on the horizon. Now let's turn our attention to the world of monetary policy. Central banks use monetary policy as a tool to manage the economy. When they foresee an economic downturn, they often respond by tightening monetary policy. This tightening includes measures like raising interest rates and reducing the money supply. Higher interest rates make borrowing more expensive, which can slow down investment and spending, leading to a contraction in economic activity. Meanwhile, reducing the money supply drains liquidity from the economy, making it harder for businesses and individuals to get the funds they need. This can further slow down economic activity, potentially pushing the economy towards a recession. So, there you have it, the top 5 signs of an economic recession. Recognizing these signs early can help us to better prepare for the challenges that a recession brings. We've walked through the top 5 signs of an economic recession: declining GDP, rising unemployment, falling consumer spending, stock market volatility, and tightened monetary policy. Understanding these indicators is vital in navigating economic downturns. Knowledge is power, and with this information, you're better equipped to weather any financial storm. If this video helped in any way, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, thanks for watching.